Hi everybody, I'm Maria and this is my Word of the Week. Today's June 17th, 2021. Welcome. I'm glad you're with me again. So if you've been following along, you might know what letter we're on. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. And if you know what letter we're on, you might be a little bit worried about me because you might be wondering, how are you going to find a word that begins with that letter, which we'll talk about in a minute. Well, guess what? I was able to do that. At first, I thought I might be fooled by it, but I wasn't. I was a little bit worried about it, but not to fear. I actually found the most amazing and fun to pronounce word. Our word of the week is Xenodochial. It's spelled, and you'll see it on the screen, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Xenodochial, Xenodochial. And what it means is friendly to strangers, and you're probably seeing that on the screen as well. So as always, when I read this word, first of all, super fun to pronounce. I had to look it up to make sure I was pronouncing it correctly. Then I need to know what it's about. I know that Xeno refers to people groups or people, so that much I knew. Like, what does the rest of that mean? That is really fun. I am a word nerd. But as always, my thoughts did go in a certain direction when I saw the word. This time, I'm once again thinking about my dad because he loved people. But I'm also thinking about my daughter Abigail because she also loves people. So my daddy is what my family calls a friend maker. We coined that word ourselves, that phrase ourselves. I don't know if anybody's ever, maybe you've heard it before. I had never heard it before. But my daughter Abigail was actually the first one to receive that title. When she was a little girl, she didn't know what a stranger was. Now, I don't remember if she came up with that title or if we dubbed her that. It may have actually been her. I don't remember. It's been too long because she was really little. But friend maker has stuck. So Abigail, as is also with my dad, is still a friend maker. Now, my dad obviously has passed, but up until the time that he left Earth, that man did not know a stranger. But let me tell you what a valuable and beautiful thing to be is to be a friend maker. It was said of Jesus that he was the friend of sinners because he hung out with those who were less desirable in society. So Jesus, Abigail, my daddy, none of them pre-qualified or pre-qualifies a friend. If you are a breathing human, you are a candidate for friendship with Jesus and Abigail, and it used to be that way with my daddy. Now, that's not to say that we should befriend every single person we meet, but we should absolutely be friendly and kind to everyone. And as I've said before, we're all created in God's image. That means that we are image bearers of the God who created the universe. And as image bearers, every single human life has value to God and should therefore have value to you and me. I understand that all of us have bad, grumpy days and that we don't always treat others the way that they deserve. However, if we would seek to be kind and friendly first, I believe that the world would be a much better place. And maybe I'm a little naive, but I think most people want to be kind and loving to others. I really do. I've noticed that. It's the rare person that's mean. And I talked a little bit on one of my blogs recently about mean people. So if you want to catch that on Instagram or on my blog, you can. But to me, most people are kind. So here's another thing to think about, and that is this, that we have the imprint of Jesus Christ upon our souls. And because that imprint actually exists, we are drawn to good works even before we have said yes to a relationship to Him. How do I know that? Because I know all kinds of people who do not name the name of Christ, people who are not Christ followers, who are some of the most kind people I have ever met. So I really believe people want to be kind. So as you can see, if you've looked at the background of the picture that I've included, because of Abigail's gift of being a friend maker, our entire family was blessed to have met and to have known our Bradley. And you've heard me talk about Bradley, so you know a little bit about that story if you want to go back. I think I've got him on my blog and I've talked about him in several of my videos. So even though our time with Bradley, which was Abigail's fiance, and we do consider him to have been our son-in-law, even though our time with him was really way too short, I'm confident that through Abigail and through our family, Bradley experienced the love of Jesus Christ in a way that he never had before. We changed his life forever, but let me tell you something else. He also changed our lives forever. So this week, as you're going about life, would you look at people that are around you with new eyes? Just think about doing that. Think about what that might look like. Would you seek to be Xenodochial? I think that we must decide ahead of time to be this way. Because if I had a really bad day and I'm going out and I'm all grumped up, I'm going to be so mean to people. But if I go out, I'm going to be nice to people today. I don't care how I feel. I don't care what's happened this week. I'm going to be nice. You know, I really do think that we have to decide to be friendly and kind on purpose. We must choose that no matter what happens or how we've been treated, that we are going to release the life and the love of Jesus Christ through our lives. Now, I'm telling you this, I know this is not easy to do, but I think it's possible. So, will you do that with me this week? Because I've really been thinking about this. And then I'd love to challenge you to keep this concept in the back of your mind going forward. You'll be happier, and everyone around you is going to feel valued and loved. And before you know it, I believe that you will have changed the world, because that's what the world is all about. We change it by the way that we're being kind to other people and by showing the love of Christ. Thank you for joining me once again for Still the Mom's Word of the Week, and I look forward to seeing you next time.